In previous video, you see the packing efficiency in a simple cubic shell and body centered cubic shell. Now further, we are going to discuss packing efficiency in a HCP or CCP, cubic close pack. You can see the figure HCP, hexagonal close pack. This center atom is in the middle of this plane, and this BFGC, the plane is shown over here, BFG and C. One diagonal line is there, B to G. This is B to G is known as bigger line, and these both lines are have A edges. So over here I am not showing the atom, but there is a presence of atom on every corner. These all corners have the presence of molecule or atom. So you have to keep in mind that. This is the two-dimensional figure for your easy understanding. Our theory will start as, if R is the radius of sphere A and A is the length of edge, here we don't need to write A is equal to 2R because there is no relation between these edges. We have to concentrate on the middle of the plane. Volume of sphere A is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. You know this very well. Now our highlighted point, number of atom present in HCP is equal to, you can see that this is our center atom and these four molecules or sphere are directly in contact with the center molecule. So the number of atom present in HCP is equal to 4. So we can say that volume occupied by sphere A is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube into 4. So your answer will be 16 by 3 pi r cube. In body centered, you have two triangles. One is there and the another one is in the bottom of this line. But in this CCP category, you have only one triangle, and those triangle is considered as BCG. Now triangle BCG, this B square is equal to A square plus A square. So we can write here B square is equal to A square plus A square. Therefore B is equal to 2, B square is equal to 2A square. Now we know this diagonal BG is consist of a 4 radius. This is the first one, 2 radius of a center molecule, and fourth one is from outer side. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 radius are there. But B is equal to 4R is equal to 2A under root 2A, because B square is equal to 2A square, therefore B is equal to under root 2A. So we can calculate A is equal to 4R under root 2. We have our A. We have to simplify this. So the 2 into 2 into R upon under root 2. This is also simplified as this 2 is converted into 2 into under root 2 into under root 2 into R upon under root 2. Clear? This 4 is converted into 2 into 2, and this 2 is converted into under root 2 into under root 2. This under root 2 and this under root 2 will go cancelled out, and your final answer will be 2 into under root 2 into R. So this is the value of A, 2 into under root 2 into R. So volume of unit cell is equal to A cube. So 2 into under root 2 into R cube. So your final answer will be 2 cube 8. Under root 2 cube means under root 2 2 and 2R. So 16 into under root 2 into R cube. 2 cube is taken as 8. Under root 2 into under root 2 into under root 2. 3 under root 2 are there. So 2 under root will convert it into 2. So 8 into 2, 16 into under root 2 into R cube. So our final answer for packing efficiency is equal to volume occupied by sphere A upon volume of unit cell into 100. So we have the value of volume occupied sphere A is 16 by 3 pi r cube upon 16 into under root 2 into r cube. This r goes cancelled out, and these 3 is inside the under the divided position. So you will get the exact answer of 74%. This is the most important as body centered cube. This hexagonal closed pack, cubic closed pack, both have the same answer of 74%. Now, in our next theory, we are going to discuss imperfection in solids. Imperfection means defect. The defects have two types: point defect and line defect. From the solids, some particles are missing. At that time, we called it as point defect. But from lattice or crystal, whole line is missing. At that time, this defect is known as line defect. This imperfection occurs in solids in a various types of reason. Suppose I have one molecule of NaCl. I am going to heat those NaCl solid. When I am going to increase the temperature, the NaCl particles gain the heat in form of energy, and they are moving uncertainly and very fast in the vessel or in the beaker. Now, two ways to cool down those NaCl particles. First type is suddenly you are cool down the NaCl particles, and in second category gradually decrease the temperature with time, and normally those NaCl particles are cooled down. In first case, the NaCl particles are in a higher energy level and suddenly you cool down those particles. At that time, the particles have not enough time to arrange certainly in the solids to each other combination attraction. There is no time. But in a second case, when you gradually decrease the temperature, the particles have enough time to arrange accordingly with the attraction force, and both particles are arranging in a contact with each other. At that time your solids should be in a perfect condition. Also you have to know that if your solid is exactly perfect or exactly crystalline, at that time also 10 raised to 6 defect is still in perfect solids. This imperfection or defect have the two major types. First is stoichiometric defect and the another one is non-stoichiometric defect. Stoichiometric means if the defect is there in solid, they never disorder the positive or negative ion. Means after defect also the number of positive and negative ions will be same throughout the lattice. But in non-stoichiometric defect, there is a number of change in a positive and negative ion. So in our first category, stoichiometric defect, you will see vacant defect, and the another one is interstitial defect. In vacant defect, there is a missing of some amount of particles from the crystalline solid. Suppose these are the particles. This is our crystalline material, but at some point this atom is missing from the crystal or lattice. So there is a vacant space created in place of atom. Suppose this molecule is missing, so there is another vacant hole is generated in the crystal. So this is known as vacant defect. In interstitial defect, the another molecule is situated in between the errant molecules before in a uniform motion. This is going to increase the density of normal crystal because this solid is in an inappropriate location. All are in the certain position, but this molecule is in uncertain position. So this interstitial defect is increase the density of solid, and in vacant the missing of atoms will decrease the density of solid. This is the basic two type of defect. But now stoichiometry consisting two major type. First is Schottky defect and the another is Frankel defect. We are going to discuss this defect in the partition format or in a comparison format. When this Schottky defect will show in crystal, positive and negative ions have same atomic size. When Schottky will show positive and negative ions have the same atomic size, and this Frankel positive and negative ions have a majorly difference in size. Majorly different in size means positive ion have always small size and negative ion have always large size, because for formation of positive ion atom have to remove the electrons. In Schottky you also notice that 1 centimeter cube consists of 10 raised to 22 rays of ion. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 raised to 22 numbers of ions, and we know that 10 raised to 6 is a common defect in every solid. This 10 raised to 6 and this 10 raised to 22, so you will say that 10 raised to 22 minus 10 raised to 6 is equal to 10 raised to 16. Your one Schottky defect will show after 10 raised to 16 molecules or atom. This is a very large number. AgBr, AgCl, KCl, MgCl2, these are the solids which are showing the Schottky defect. In Frankel, you have to add one point, that in Frankel defect, at one place vacant defect is generated, and on another place interstitial defect is produced, because the small size positive ion will travel through this vacant space and arrange at random places. So, and this Frankel defect, the example is ZnS, AgBr. You notice that AgBr is common in both the defect. So, AgBr can show Schottky defect as well as Frankel defect simultaneously. Now, see, this Na plus Cl minus, this is just for your understanding. This is the normally arrangement of positive and negative ions in the solid. Now, this is a stoichiometric defect. So, the number of positive and negative ion will be same throughout the solid. Suppose one Na plus will missing from this solid, at same time some of places the Cl minus will also missed out from the solid. So there is always presence of a even number vacant site. You can see 2 site, 4 site, 6 site, 8 site in a Schottky defect. Suppose this Na plus will goes out from the crystal, so another Cl minus will leave its own place from somewhere in crystal lattice. So this is the example of Schottky defect. In Frankel defect, there is a positive, negative ions are arranged. This positive ion is traveling through this solid and arranged in interstitial site over here. So at one place vacant defect is generated from where the positive ion is traveled, so one vacancy is there, and interstitial position is generated at where the positive ion is uncertainly arranged in between the positive and negative ions. So this is the defect called interstitial defect, and this is called vacant defect. Both defects are combinedly seen in a Frankel defect. This incident is continue where the positive and negative ions have the majorly different atomic size, and this is the Schottky defect. These both defects are known as stoichiometric defect. In our third type, metal axis defect. Metal axis defects means there is no addition of metal from outer side in the crystal lattice, but in NaCl solid, the Na plus and Cl minus ions are arranged like this. Now this NaCl is heated in the presence of a sodium steam. When you heat this molecule in presence of sodium heat, then the sodium will liberate its one electron. So Na is converted into Na plus and electron is liberated over here, and the another Cl minus will react with this Na plus. So Na plus and Cl minus are bonded with each other, and yet solid will be formed. But in this metal axis defect, this liberated negative ion means this electron will replace one Cl minus from the solid. So indirectly we can say that the positive ion is as it is in starting, but the negative ion, that is Cl minus, is decreased indirectly with help of the electron. So this electron is situated in between the solid. So your one Na plus is indirectly increased. So this defect is called as metal axis defect. This E portion or your E dot is known as F center or color center, and this F means you can say that Farben-Center. When this electron is used in your solid, it will liberate a specific color because of the liberation of electron. In LiCl, you will see pink color. In NaCl, you will see yellow color, and And with the crystal lattice containing potassium, you will see violet color. And this experiment is done at your home. You take the NaCl particle on the stick of matches and hit with on gas. You will see the sharp yellow gas. This is the example of our stoichiometric defect. Now in next video we will discuss about the non-stoichiometric defects. Thank you.